Hi folks, this is a air-assisted treadle hammer that I made fairly recently. It is built on the C-shape form which I use for my regular air hammer, but it is much lighter than the air hammer, and it's what I call a one-shot. So every step on the pedal will cause the hammerhead to go down. Here's a shot of the two valving systems. This is a 3-way roller valve, and this is a 5-way, actually a spring return spool valve, and fed with the air line. And then I run it to a hydraulic cylinder, top and bottom. The roller valve is on the exhaust side so that it prevents the cylinder from topping out. I'll show you the action here. This is on a block of wood. So the faster that I strike on the pedal with my foot, the harder and faster the hammerhead comes down. Now you'll see if I just lightly tap it in the video, it doesn't come all the way down. I can also lock it down with this plumbing circuitry. I'll show you the draw out on a 1/2-inch round bar. Now I've switched the bottom die to one of the cap dies from my regular air hammer, and it's sort of a half-round form. It's like working on the horn for drawing out. Now at the time I had added some oil into the system, and it does take a while to blow out, and that's what the mist is that you see with every hammer stroke. That in part caused a bit of a slower action to it, getting all the oil filtered through the system. Now I haven't taken the time for the heats, it's basically one right after another, edited out of the video. You can see I'm tapping it faster there. It's a fairly simple machine. The structure just has to be heavy and rigid. This one weighs about 700 pounds. The anvil is solid steel, and then the flat portion behind it is essentially a box that has been filled with concrete. The spine, or the frame of it, is made from a 4x6 quarter wall square tube, and then the guides are also made of tubing as well. You can get quite sensitive with this, quite a bit of control. The actual hammer stroke, the force, is a little bit more than what you apply with the hand hammer at these speeds. And it has about the same, close to the same degree of sensitivity. Ideal for veining leaves. It's a little bit cumbersome for drawing out. I had to take 5 or 6 heats on this to make it work. But no strain. You're just basically tapping the pedal. I still prefer the cyclic air hammer like the Big Blue. Much easier to work with, and you have more control, especially on larger bar. This treadle hammer would benefit from having a larger valve system put in. The one I'm using is fairly small, and consequently there's not a lot of air goes through the system. It would have a faster response and be able to do more work. It is a 50-pound head weight, and as you saw from the first clip, a pretty simple construction. If you have any questions about it, I'd be happy to answer them. You do have my email, so feel free to send me an email about it, and hopefully you'll be able to build one or an air hammer for the shop.